Now, since President Uhuru Kenyatta declared a lifestyle audit for all public officers in a bid to fight the corruption menace in Kenya, already questions have been raised on how the process will be conducted. While constitutional lawyers argue that there is no legal framework that can compel any public officer to take the lifestyle audit, politicians have already poked holes on the agenda, claiming that it will be used to politically target others. In our weekly segment of House of Cards, our senior political reporter Chris Thairu tells us what this lifestyle audit is all about.
Hii nyumba, pesa, hii mshahara ndio hii ulinunua namna gani? Hii ulinunua namna gani? Hii gari ambayo unapeleka na usijaribu kuweka kwa jina ya bibi yako au mtoto yako, tutajua ni yako, ulitoa wapi? You must explain. Na ule wa kwanza kufanyiwa lifestyle audit ni mimi, kwa sababu mimi ndio mfanyikazi number 1. Si ndio hiyo? Yes. Mimi, alafu tuende kwa huyu, alafu tuende kwa governor, alafu tuende kwa masharia. Kila mtu aseme hii maisha unaishi kwa njia gani.
It was a declaration that came with many hopes for Kenyans that finally the corrupt individuals in government will be exposed as they are put to question on how they acquired their wealth during their stint in government. But according to constitutional lawyers, there is still a challenge on how the process will be undertaken.
There is no legal framework for compelling any public officer to take the polygraph test. So what are you to do if you have a sufficient number of public officers who are unwilling? In other words, you need a legal framework to support that initiative.
Sometimes money is diverted to family, to spouses, to relatives. So the whole thing becomes very blurred. So in a proper lifestyle audit, a lot of things need to be investigated. There are pseudo companies both in Kenya and abroad that are trading for and on behalf of many leaders.
According to a circular sent by the head of public service, all public officers should declare the list of companies and businesses they own or controlled by their immediate family members, list of movable and immovable assets owned by them or family members, machinery, vehicles and other assets where the officer has beneficial interest, stocks, shares and certified copies of bank statements of the officer and their spouse, including any foreign accounts.
I mean, are people who are associated with people who work in government not allowed to make money in their own capacities? There are people who are genuine business people. I will tell you, for instance, in this house, you'll find that some of our spouses are even richer than us. So is it a crime for them now to make money and then you subject them to an audit? It is unfair and ill-advised.
We are trying to fish in the dark. We're trying to say if your wife is driving a good car, you must have stolen the money for her to drive a good car. But it's also possible that your wife has a business. The idea is that that's called tracking. If you're going to track assets by people who are known to be public officers, even their spouses and their relatives will come into play. It's like the Ngiritas. You have the whole family.
The idea of using the polygraph is one that may have to be thoroughly reconsidered. Because first, we do not have those polygraph machines. Secondly, they are a bit expensive. Thirdly, to administer a proper polygraph, you must get a specialist. Those specialists charge quite a bit of money.
And although politicians have supported the calls for lifestyle audit in a bid to fight graft, there are others who already feel that the move will be used to malign them politically and dim their political ambitions.
The moment that it is seemed to be having a particular target, this lifestyle audit will not succeed. I want to say that the narrative seems to be saying that when you make money in this country, it is a crime. It is not a crime to make money. All we should be doing now is to say, who are these people who are corrupt, who've made money from corruption?
So you have individuals who own property in the names of their drivers, in the names of their house helps, in the names of their spouses, in the names of their children, and therefore they think that it is impossible to get them if we examine or even if we take them through a lifestyle audit. What we must do is to unveil that curtain so that we are able to see them for who they are.
A team of experts is currently working on the rules to guide the lifestyle audit announced by President Uhuru Kenyatta. 2 weeks ago, the team has proposed that the audit be done annually. Any cash or property which a state officer has acquired within that period and which he cannot explain will have to be surrendered to the government.
We fill certain forms, which is wealth declaration, which are then kept away. Number one, those forms should be made public. And if you make any false information in those forms, that in itself should be a criminal offense.
The president can form a special team, including foreigners, to conduct the exercise, or he can decide to use the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission or the Kenya Revenue Authority. Chris Dairu, KTN News.